Hello, y'all. I'm here to give my thoughts on the Chasing Atlanta reunion. This is season 4. I promise y'all this is not going to be super long. This is not going to be. Let me see how long this reunion is. An hour and 15 minutes. We're going to wrap this up in about 35 minutes. Y'all know typically I have to do like 2 parts and it'd be like an hour and some change. No, we ain't going to do that. So let's go and get into these fashions. So we have Chance the Rapper 2.0, aka Dominique, wearing this cash ensemble with this darn on Texas hat, honey. You got Lauren with this bodysuit on, honey, accentuating her assets, nice silky black hair. Honey, Miss Kendra done finally got it together. Honey. Let's give a clap to Miss Kendra with this darn on blue number. Honey, giving Orisha tease, honey, that blue popping up against her doggone chocolate skin tone, the nice silver just accentuating off the cool tone of her skin, this all black hair that's just everything is looking right. It ain't looking like Party City, honey. She done finally stepped her doggone shit up, honey. Miss Features, honey. She's giving darn the Puerto Rican version of darn Aquaman with this darn blonde braid on the one side and the Lisa Bonet's husband, except not nowhere near as scoped it, honey. He's giving the butch version of Lisa Bonet's husband with this blonde and black braided aqua man number, but I guess somebody likes it, honey. Y'all was steady thirsty, and I guess that's why he darn gone decided to dress like Aquaman, honey. Y'all stay thirsty in the darn gone comments for Miss Features, honey. Ooh, y'all do all that motherfucker darn gone ooh and ah, and I say, okay, I guess he darn gone decided to dress up as the darn gone Kingfisher, the darn gone sea, honey. So very appropriate for the reunion, honey. Mr. Darn gone Aquaman is what we gonna call him. Then we got Miss Amani Van Zant. She got this darn going nice peachy, this nice rosy peach mauve type ensemble going on with the pearls, with the wig. Well, she ain't never known for her wigs, but it fits her, judge, honey. Usually yellow looks good on black folks, but that number just was not for Cameron, honey. He just over there just looking like a darn a very sexy bell pepper, honey. A slice of bell pepper. And then once again, the tone was off with darn old dude as well. Or what's his name? Wayne? No, Q. He had this beige Barack Obama number going on, but you ain't light skinned, honey. You should have had more of a deeper flesh tone to go up against that, because both me and you are in the same skin tone category. So it's like, yeah. I wasn't feeling it was giving basic churchy tease, honey. It was like, I understand you the quote unquote trade of the show, but still you could have went a little bit more deeper in tone. Then we got darn gone sexy big dick Troy, honey, with this darn gone flower number. Okay. And then last but not least, we got Travis, honey. Travis darn gone giving beat face, honey. Go ahead. Whoever darn gone beat it, darn gone Travis did that, honey. Darn gone shining, 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 yeah. All is winning, babe. All is winning, babe. Honey, the eyebrows nice and sculpted. Nose, come on through Travis with a nice darn on body, yada, yada, yada. A little body two-piece with the gold pops on the side. Now, you did that, honey. You showed out for your first reunion. And matter of fact, out of all the newbies, out of Miss Darn Aquaman over there on the side, Miss wannabe Cash Money with the cash number, and you, honey, I think you was the best dress out of all the newbies, honey, in my humble opinion. So that wraps out the fashions, honey. Oh, and then we got Sleepy Blue, honey. You know, Kendra's darn gone boyfriend. He looked at time. I want to know what time they recorded this shit because he was drained throughout the whole thing. His hair blue, the suits blue, everything's just giving the blues. His darn gone demeanor was blue. Honey, he should have picked the darn gone another color. Maybe he should have went with darn gone more upbeat red to bring up the personality because he was mellow tone a little bit too low throughout this first part, honey. He looked like he was over it or just waking up, honey. I don't know how early they did this shit because y'all know normally they do like 10-hour segments and squeeze it on down. Somebody who works over there, y'all feel free to tell me what time y'all got started. And then Oliver was okay. Let me see what Oliver was wearing. Oliver didn't give me nothing too memorable. All white, honey. Come on, all white, everything P Diddy. Mm. I don't. I need to go see where the views were because it seemed like once again out of 10 episodes we only seen you rap one time, honey. Okay, she's just doing all these opening numbers and shit. Let's get past this. We got the Florida Gators, honey. We got Troy and Oliver wearing matching diamond bling shoes, honey. Okay, let's get this contract shit out the way. Wayne, you dropped the darn on ball, honey. That's what they spent about the first 10. We're going to wrap this up in 2 minutes flat. Wayne, I believe that you dropped the damn ball. Because Oliver didn't have no... You could say darn going Miss $5 million wig maker flip shipped or whatever. But Oliver didn't have no issues really against darn on Kendra. So it's like, why would he work against himself? Especially since they was the ones that was in the studios the most and stuff. So you know Oliver's serious about her craft, honey. Why would she lie about not wanting to sign the darn on contract and shit? Both of y'all in Atlanta and stuff. So Wayne, I feel dropped the darn on ball, honey. And darn on Oliver somewhat say he had a receipt. He had a darn on phone that he had since high school. You know, he's, let me see, I think he's like 24, turning 25. So he's gonna had this phone for 7 years, and I guess it's old. He couldn't find the receipts and shit. And it's like, Oliver, boo, you do know in this day and age you can't update phones and just import all the shit from the old phone to the new phone now, honey. It's like even if it's an old flip phone like number, you can I think it's some way that you can actually transfer your shit on over. So it's like, somebody please get Oliver updated with the times. Even if you have to put all the shit on the computer, like plug it in and put it on the computer and then put everything, copy and paste everything over to the new phone. Like if it's an old phone where you just can't, sync it together, because some Samsungs you can actually just put the phones together and it just transfer the shit over. And also you got the cloud and everything else. But if your phone is really that old, it's like you could just darn gonna plug it into the computer, copy and paste the shit onto the other stuff. So maybe, for the sake of memorabilia, he wants to keep on to this phone. But yeah, basically darn gone Wayne dropped the darn gone ball. So we gonna zip on past this shit. That shit was the topic of conversation for about like a good 10 minutes. Lord, searching for emails. Honey, this darn gone. Now, between the last episode and the reunion, y'all have about months in advance between the last episode and the reunion. Y'all already have a feel of what Amani Van Zant is about to add. So I don't understand why everybody's saying they got receipts and not showcasing the receipts, honey. Let's move on from this. In the words of Phaedra Parks, go away from me with this. I'm doing good, y'all. We at the 20-minute mark and 10 minutes recording. I told y'all we're going to zip through this. Oh, child. Damn. I got to zip through some more. I swear they must have talked about this like a good 1/3 way through this doggone mess. Oh Lord, then you got Aquaman wanting to be doggone Peacemaker, honey. Honey, that's supposed to be a Miss Amani Van Zant job, honey. To be the doggone kumbaya lady of the group, honey. Come on, resolution. We done finally seen the doggone peace between Kendra and doggone Lauren, honey. Now, we already seen Oliver and Kendra make up at the end of the episode, but we was wondering where it was going to go out with doggone Kendra and Lauren, because, you know, Lauren was doggone having a hissy fit during the last episode and was throwing out these the papers and everything. And on part 2, we supposed to finally see what was in that doggone envelope, honey. So I come back for that one, honey. But it looked like they acting cool and cordial right now, honey. Oh Lord. Now ain't nobody asked for no verses between Kendra. Hell, matter of fact, nobody on Love and Hip Hop period is darn gonna qualify to do no damn verses, honey. We don't even want to see no verses with darn people who are actually established on the Billboard chart. Because it's like, honey, the point of a verses is you need it, like darn Trina say, you need at least 10 good hits, honey. And Oliver and darn Kendra, y'all got a little bit of bops, but it's like, was anybody really asking for a verses between them two? I don't think so. I don't want to see no verses with Rashida. I don't want to see no reverses from Young Jock, and he got a couple good bops, honey. And that one song is done made his appearance back on the radio lately. I bees in the trap, it's going down. Everywhere you meet me, guarantee it's going down. Honey, that song been bopping on the radio all day between. That I don't know what's with the revival of that song, but honey, everybody's popping that. But I can't tell you not nail another Young Jock song like that too tough. I'm sure he got 3 or 4, but he don't got 10. Same thing for Waka Flocka, Mama D, Stevie J. Well, maybe Stevie J because he got he wrote for so many other people. But it's like, oh well, it's Spice. So you got Stevie J, you got Spice. And then I guess maybe Safari if you include some of the stuff that he co-wrote with Nicki, because Nicki made it be known that she, she had writing influence with all her shit. But yeah, that's 3 people across 4 franchises. Oh well, no, I guess you do got Brandy. I forgot Brandy is over on Love and Hip Hop now. We did see Brandy. I don't think nobody's asking for no darn on verses with Ray J, Fizz, Spectacular, none of the girls, honey. It's like, yeah, y'all got some cute songs, but nobody's not looking for no verses with them. So, I won't be tuning in for the verses with Kendra and Oliver. Oh, see, here this bitch go on. Once again, I'm not featuring this heifer until we see her stand alone with her. She's always a feature, never the main person. Want to talk about she darn gone repping for the 2-6 by next case, like darn gone Miss Thug Mrs. say no thieving Mrs. as TS says, honey. Cause she proves she ain't no thug about nothing. Just like this one ain't no thug about nothing, honey. Now we got these confessionals with Dominique talking about he's a celebrity pet stylist. I want to know what celebrity that you darn gonna And you know what? I would even give you Real Housewives of Atlanta if we want to go with C or D list celebrity. Like, was you over there darn going shaping up Cynthia Bailey's Pomeranian or something? I don't think none of the other housewives of Atlanta got a dog. We could consider the Married to Medicine crew like F-list celebrities. It's like, what qualifies as a celebrity? Because I can't think of no darn on actual B-lister or A-lister in Atlanta to well, maybe T.I. What was you shaping up T.I. and darn on Tiny's dog, Candy Burris? If it wasn't any of them, girl, it's like, girl, you use a socialite stylist, honey. I'm tired of everybody thinking just because you on TV you a damn celebrity. No, honey, not everybody's no damn celebrity. And if you is, you probably on the closer to the E and F list. And you know what? We're going to do a whole video breaking down the differences between A list, B list, C list, D list, and everything else, honey. But yeah, by the time you get into E and F list, you really like a very popular socialite star, not no actual celebrity. Oh Lord, here they go with this damn. Oh, they just summarizing everybody's shit up. Okay. He was alright in my opinion, but if he don't come back next season, I won't be shedding not one tear, honey.
Why do you defend Lauren when Dominique has so much to say about her? I mean, after I defend something I don't know nothing about all, in hindsight, I think what I should have done.
Okay, basically now they asking about the question about why Oliver didn't go hard in defending Lauren. And, you know, they pretty much nipped that in the bud. He said he pretty much gave the information to her soon as he received it. He didn't add nothing extra to it. Lauren corroborates it. That's that on that.
The conversation that playing out when me and Oliver already had the conversation before I went to. You and I have reached out to each other multiple times before the show even came. You don't think you have asked me, could I ask production?
Oh, so now they breaking up the timeline about stuff that happened behind what we didn't pick up. Talking about they met at a party where she was wearing some red booty shorts. She said she wasn't wearing no red booty shorts. She was wearing this blue pants or number or whatever. And I was like, well, god damn it. While people remembering people outfits and shit, but forgetting to bring receipts and shit. I'm like, what does this got to do with the actual conversation they had about the sister who at the end of the day, darn gone Dominique admitted out his own mouth that his own sister is darn gone problematic, and he just wanted to commend darn gone Lauren on darn gone helping his sister out. This is the point of this whole thing, was the fact that Lauren didn't acknowledge Dominique wanting to just commend her on helping the sister out, and then shit went left. It's like, why is we arguing about this petty shit? I mean, the way they going back and forth, you would have swore like that they really had a nasty falling out, like there was some fisticuffs involved or something. Like, girl, boo. Like, Dominique was really reaching for a storyline with this motherfucking shit. Because, like I said, nothing that was really involving Lauren and this darn sister was really dramatic enough to even darn stretch this shit out throughout the entire season. And he somewhat darn admits he was being petty wild.
I guess I am.
Yeah, you guess, honey. It ain't no guessing, it was. And then wanting to talk about he ain't never been on TV before and he don't know how to cordial this. Girl, you don't need to be on TV to know just how to be simple and cordial, especially for you to be from Birmingham, Alabama, honey. You supposed to have natural southern hospitality. You over here with this darn cowboy hat on and this darn Young Money, Cash Money, darn on suit, son, number like what something look. It looks like something a cross between Lady Gaga and Nicki Minaj. That yellow number had so much potential if it was just adjusted a little bit differently. He needed a different pants with that yellow top. I guess they asked that darn on Cameron his view on this just so he could have something to say because really I hate to say this, but Cameron, we ain't really seen much of you this season. And understandably, once again, fellow colon cancer, colon cancer. We just got finished talking about colon cancer over on the RuPaul's Drag Race with darn on Tanishi, honey. How it's affecting so many of us in the black community. Because like I said, I dealt with colon cancer. Spill It Boy dealt with colon cancer that y'all know on the Spill It Boy TV. Now you got Cameron with the colon cancer. You got T'Challa, Chadwick Boseman with the colon cancer. Tanaja with the colon cancer. Then you got Nene Leakes darn on husband with the colon cancer. It's like, damn. That colon cancer ain't nothing to be played with.
In that moment, I didn't wake up and I was saying I'm tired of this punk. I said this.
Oh, see, once again, reaching for the darn gone story, honey. Now he feeling so upset that darn gone he was referred to as a punk, not realizing the context of which it was used was just a natural term that Floridians used this to describe the girls, like it wasn't used in a derogatory manner. Just like, the term bitch is interchangeable. Like bitch, depending on the context of which you can say it, can be a compliment or it can be a darn on insult. So Dominique wants to take the darn on term punk as a darn on insult and throw out these darn on feminine jabs and once again pin the stereotype of the more twinkish slash trade up against the more film girl. Want the darn going to say, well, girl, you wear more makeup and eyeshadow than I do. I don't wear none of that at all. And it's like, well, once again, what does this got to do with the price of tea in China? Once again, all y'all are darn on queens up on this motherfucking show. Ain't none of y'all no actual darn on unclockable darn on trade girl. I told you is Chance the Rapper 2.0 mixed in with the darn on Tinkle Fairy, honey. You ain't darn on running around here being unclocked. So, girl, it's like just because you the naturalista, you don't wear no makeup, girl. Don't be film shaming somebody who darn on decides to wear a beat face. Now it would be something different if Oliver's makeup was off and he was around here looking a hot ass mess. But honey, his makeup stay beat, honey. That makeup artist, she be doing her magic with that darn on Juvia's place, honey, up on Oliver, honey. So once again, darn on Mr. Wannabe Cowboy, darn on trying to reach, honey. Trying to toss the rope to no avail, honey. It ain't landing on nobody yet. Girl, you reaching with this damn punk shit. Lie damn. Oh no. Now we getting into green screen etiquette. Now it's being accused that the girls be saying stuff in that green screen, and then as an air, Oliver is texting people saying, "Are you okay?" This, that, and the third. Essentially trying to accuse him of being two-faced, But what they then broke down, what Oliver broke down is saying is when they do their green screens, and now it does make sense. They got to reflect of what they was feeling like in that moment. Like they can't seem too cool. And I understand the what Oliver is trying to say. It's like if they're beefing or having an issue within that moment, they can't seem friendly with the person now in the green screen, because it throws off the storytelling. Because even though we know the green screen is done months afterwards, it's like they got to reflect their emotions of what they felt like in that time. So they might be throwing out a shady comment in reflection of what they feel like at that moment, when it happened, even though it's gonna happen months ago, if that makes sense. So to keep up with keeping the viewer in suspense, they're making it seem like, okay, are they did they eventually become friends again, or what happened? They got to keep the story going with in the green screens, give they thoughts of what they thought at that time, of whenever they summarizing what's going on, as opposed to what they're feeling right now at that moment in the green screen. So I understood what Oliver was trying to convey. But once again, Dominique being new to this, he still got a lot to learn, honey. Oh. Oh, now there we go. Now he did crack Oliver on that one. Now Oliver, now you walked yourself into that one, talking about your man's a thug, all this, that, and the third. And once again, we understand masculinity is on a spectrum and shit, just like femininity, honey. Shout out to Alexandra Rogers. But it's like, girl, yeah, you did extra hype up your doggone man, made him seem like he was Debo. When, honey, he's about as sassy as you without it. Just don't wear the makeup, honey. And I'm not saying that a thug can't be a ballerina too, but it's like, yeah, it's like I don't get no type of thug vibes from him. I'm not saying that they should be any type. I'm not saying everybody has to look super hard or whatever, because honey, I don't think I look too hard. I might sound hard and rough in my voice, but I look dainty and delicate. But honey, don't let this small body fool you. And I guess Mr. Twinkle Toes can say, honey, don't let this darn on foot point arch fool you, just because I know how to land on my darn on Twinkie toes and know how to arch the leg up, honey. I give a good mean kick, and I give a good darn on right hook. But once again, he still don't seem like that type, honey. Yeah, I will give Oliver this. He did darn gonna come with a good clap back on that one. Oh Lord, let's leave the boyfriends out of this. Y'all, I guess I lied as per usual. I might be pushing the 46-minute mark with this.
We filmed that months ago. I'm now checking in with you to make sure you're okay. If you have any questions about what I said, to say anything to anybody's face, because I'm not. I bet I got big balls tonight. You've been on Twitter and you're feeding this narrative that, oh, he didn't say things to my face. I didn't have to. Okay, so you just got to say it in a confessional. Hold on, Nita. Nita. Hold up.
Oh Lord, now y'all favorite darn going Aquaman want to get turned up, honey. I said, oh hell. Girl, now you over here trying it all behind because you said some food was cold. Now you know damn well Oliver didn't darn gonna give you too much behind that cold food that he even acknowledged was somewhat cold for you to be getting turned up like this. Like at first I thought somebody really did something to Miss Feature. Honey, she going off to my ain't nobody gonna make me seem like I'm some punk ass bitch. And all this, that, and the third. All because darn gone Oliver darn gonna ask you about, girl. You ain't the darn gone food though. Didn't nobody ask you to be darn gone no food commentator as if you on darn on Food Network. Now we understand that you used to be an old thick bitch back in the day, honey. You used to be, well, no, because like they said, it's a thin line between thick and fat, honey. Shout out to the web life, honey. I have yet to do a review on that, but I love the web life. But yeah, like Carl say, there's a thin line between thick and fat. You're thick now, but back when you used to be a fat bitch, honey, we understand that you used to eat everything underneath the sun while you was claiming to be a thug and out here and darn gonna living a hard knock life. And the only hard knock life you was living was choosing between the darn going the Haagen-Dazs and the Talenti, choosing between Dunkin' Hines and Krispy Kreme. That's the only hard knock life that you really know about in the darn gone hood, choosing which darn gone store that you was going to frequent to darn going to satisfy your appetite. And once again, I'm not saying that from a malicious point of view, because I used to be a fat bitch too, honey. And I still am a fat bitch at heart. So a fat bitch can clock a darn gone fat bitch, even if I'm now a skinny mini bitch. Okay? So yeah, you over here getting turned up and all this, that, and the third. It's like, girl, boo. Aquaman, settle down. This ain't even your beef, honey. You talking about? Well, did they not have a microwave? Well, then again, I don't think you want to. Yeah, you can't really microwave no seafood like that. I mean, you can, but it would be rubbery. Okay, passing through the commercials. We doing pretty good, y'all. We at like the 48-minute mark, and I'm 31 minutes in, so a little bit longer than what I was expecting. Because, like I said, I wasn't trying to go over a half hour, but at least we know for a fact that this review won't be just as long as the show. Oh shoot! I accidentally darn gone activated my sleep timer. Let me turn that off real quick. I'm moving too fast trying to zip through this. So now they just going over summarizing everybody's sad events and stuff. And my condolences uh to everybody who done lost somebody this year, or nearly lost somebody this year. But yeah, that pretty much affected by everybody but Wayne. I don't think Wayne had nobody, but everybody else is pretty much breaking down around the hour mark. Oh, well, no, around the 56-minute mark. Oliver leaves for the rest of this part of the show. So there is 19 minutes left in the show, and we don't see no more Oliver at this point. Now, I want to say he was in the later stages of colon cancer. I want to say Cameron was in stage 3, right? And then he had a relapse. He got out of remission. Because now people was asking, well, damn. Now, and once again, yeah, some people was questioning that this is his only storyline, but for people who saying that he was dragging this out and wasn't this back in season 1, number one, for somebody to be in stage 3, honey, it's not like you're going to just go through a few rounds of chemotherapy and be darn gone done with it, honey. Sometimes you might have to darn gone be on chemo for a year to 2 years before you good, and even then you got the darn going. Depending on how deteriorated you are, you got to learn how to walk. Once again, we're hearing about this from Miss Tanisha, who lost her mobility because of how harsh it affected her. And so once again, even when the cancer is eradicated, there's still some stuff that happens afterwards. Like it done damage the healthy cells and all that. You got to get your skin back good. It darn going to start making your skin look charcoal. And you done lost your mobility and all this, that, and the third. So there's a lot of darn gone health issues afterwards in regards to a cancer person. So some people who are saying that he's stretching the storyline, it's like, well, no, this is actually a critical part of something that's going on in his life, and it's like if he's still dealing with that, well, yeah, he should bring it to the show. It's reality television. Now that he's out of remission, though, we would love to see what he got going on outside the cancer story. Especially since that we can see that he is fully mobile. He ain't lost his mobility. His skin is looking good. Now, not to say that he can't have any other health issues going on with him or whatnot, but we do want to see what's going on with Cameron outside of just talking about cancer, though. But I do commend him for bringing such a you know what's the word I'm looking for bringing such a powerful issue to the camera, honey. And there's nobody better to explain something like that than somebody who's going through it. So I do commend him on that. But y'all be in these comments, y'all just be hateful and dismissive, talking about nets and all this. I'm like, well, damn, person could have died of darn gone colon cancer. He's the one up here who could have actually lost his life, and y'all just being so dismissive and all that. Y'all just some straight up savages up in these comment section. Just completely heartless. Oh, well, Oliver does come back at the hour and 1 minute mark, but I think he ends up getting up again. Okay, we find out Troy went through some depression. We find out that this is Kendra. Now, I'm new to watching this show as far as all the way through. I saw all of last season 3, and of course Kendra was in jail, but I thought she was here since season 1. Why is they saying that this is her first reunion that she's been on? What happened during the first 2 reunions? Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I want to say she was here since season 1. Why did she miss the first 2? What, did she also get caught up in the legal system? Like, that threw me for a loop. Oh yeah, I can see why that would. Y'all know Q and darn on Taj Couture was some type of close, honey. So they brought up the death of Taj. May he rest in power. Our fellow beautician, honey. I think he had his darn salon out in darn Tennessee, if I'm not mistaken. And then he was with old boy who we would not name. And I used to watch their series and stuff. And that's how I got put on to learning about some of the stars, honey, such as S. Dot, aka Sherrod, and aka Fiji, honey. He got many different names, honey. And all the other folks, they used to always do their reviews and underwear and all of that. And it's like I used to love looking at that too. And unfortunately they had a nasty breakup. I knew the writing was on the wall when we found out that he tried to commit suicide at one time, and then the boyfriend didn't seem not the least bit remorseful or sorrowful or anything. I was like, well, damn, where was the boyfriend at when all this was going on? Like, he's mentioning that he almost felt like he was going to end it all, and meanwhile the boyfriend just sitting there emotionless, and like, I'm like, well, where was you at where and then even after the fact he's mentioning that he almost ended his life back then, and it seemed like he did not have no emotional connection. So we knew the writing was on the wall for them two, honey. They shortly got divorced. He deleted all of old boy stuff off his content, including the porn stuff. But Tumblr, up until the mass shutdown, that you still could see some of their content in the Tumblr sphere, honey. But yeah, he ended up finally taking his life shortly later, and once again, rest in peace to Taj Couture. And then we had Travis breakdown, because he lost his grandfather during one of the segments, honey. I ain't hating y'all. Y'all get y'all commercials in. Lord, everybody just fat shack. Once again, we be our own worst critics, and then y'all want to hoot and holler and darn gonna talk about what straight people be doing to us. And here y'all, every last one of y'all darn gonna fat shaming the darn gonna Travis, honey. Now Travis ain't sloppy with his darn like he's fat, but he ain't darn gonna sloppy. Like for a fat dude, darn gonna Travis is put together. Darn gonna Travis is gonna always give you good, nice fashions and gowns and I ain't meaning that in the shady way, but because some of y'all say that's the only thing he was serving for the longest was just, an old bougie Italian coming to eat and all this, that, and the third. And we ain't really get to see what he was about until towards the end, which I will give some of y'all that. We could have seen a little bit more from Travis, but hell, y'all was taking up all the storylines, honey. There's only so much minutes in the damn show. So maybe we'll see more of Travis next season. But I like Travis. I look forward to Travis coming back. Oh, here they go with this pull down situation again. About darn going Travis pulling darn going Dominique down. Was it distasteful? Did I get up on Travis? Yes, I did. I did tell you, girl, don't get caught up in this Me Too movement darn going type shit. And then it will be the darn going vindictive bitches like darn going Miss Chance the Rapper 2.0 on Mad Day that will darn going try to use that to take you out, honey. And I understood where Travis was coming from. It was like, girl, why you wait and smile in my face? And then once again, now I can understand why somebody would not address you in that moment, because once again, in a harassment situation, you can't necessarily tell an abused victim how they should immediately respond. Some people do freeze up. Some people do try to laugh the situation off. Embarrassment situation. They don't want to bring no attention to it or whatnot. Like, it's a whole myriad of things of why people who are sexually abused would not bring the situation to you, or if they feel like they're harassed, they wouldn't bring it to you in that moment. However, I can see Travis' point of saying, now, you have kikied and laughed and hung out with me all this time afterwards. Now, that's a difference. Like, it's one thing if, I was your boss and you felt like I was your livelihood can be effed up if I was to tell on you, or if I was a huge celebrity figure, and not just huge, no shade, Travis, but if I was a huge celebrity, I can diminish you, why you would feel hesitant. But y'all are both on equal playing ground. And it's like, I don't see why you wouldn't have brought it to him shortly after. I can understand not bringing it up that night, but if you really felt some type of way, you could have brought it up to production. You could have went to HR. Like I said, Travis is not the Nene Leaks of the damn show. It's not like, they would have risked darn on, you tell somebody and then they get rid of you. They wouldn't have done that. And especially in this day and age, even if he was the Nene Leaks of the show, they still wouldn't do that. Because there's certain protocols that have to be darn gonna follow, especially in regards to sexual harassment, especially in this day and age. So once again, Travis darn gonna, Dominique reaching for a storyline as per usual. Was it tasteless? Yes, but it's not like he darn gonna try to kiss you, rub up on you, and all that. Like, come on now. Girl, you did prolong it. You darn gonna waited weeks and weeks to darn gonna tell it up in front of the cameras, honey. Y'all, you wrote, honey, the first time you brought it to darn on Travis' attention, he ain't even know what you was talking about, and that was a couple weeks afterwards, honey. You could have been reached the production, and they could have been had y'all had a sit down, honey, if you was really feeling that serious, honey. And both of y'all new to the damn show, so honey, they wouldn't have had no problem having to do any type of disciplinary action on either end. It's not like if this was brought up to HR that this could have dismantled the damn show. This ain't darn on Oliver, and ain't Lauren, and ain't darn well, hell, the show can go without Q in my opinion. This ain't Kendra. Like, it ain't one of the powerful figures on the damn show. Oh, then now Chihuahua wants the darn gon' bark up to the darn gon' bulldog, honey. Honey, darn gon' Travis had to get booked and said, honey, don't let this darn gon' beat face and this darn gon' gold darn gon' sleeves fool you, honey. I still darn gon' mollywop your darn gon' dollar ass, honey. You dress over there in all them dollar bills, honey. I'm about to make change, honey. I'm about to stomp you into some darn gon' pennies, bitch. Your darn gon' value is about to go down just like the darn gon' stock market is going down in the midst of this darn gon' COVID crisis, honey. Darn gon' y'all say he darn gon' looks like darn gon' what Marvin Sapp, Ruben Stutter, honey. I got the devil underneath my feet. I'm about to stomp him down, honey. Don't darn gon' make darn gon' Travis darn gon' do a holy stomp on your darn gon' Chihuahua looking ass. Girl, if I had to darn gon' pick which one of y'all two will win after this battle, my money's on darn gon' Travis, honey. So, girl, don't do it. And that pretty much ends off this season. I mean, this part one of the reunion. I will be back with y'all with part 2. So y'all give me y'all thoughts. Feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see y'all soon with more videos. Mwah.